Text. The best ground beef nachos recipe. Text. Alright, let's kick things off by getting our skillet nice and hot. Drop in those diced onions and tomatoes. I love how they start sizzling right away. Keep stirring them around until they get nice and soft, which usually takes about 5 minutes or so. By the way, since many of you ask about this non-stick frying pan that I use, after trying several, I found one that really makes a difference. I'll leave a link in the video description in case you're interested. Time to add our star ingredient, that beautiful ground beef. Break it up with your spatula as it cooks, and watch it transform from pink to a rich brown color. Once it's mostly cooked, we're going to jazz it up with our spice blend. Garlic salt, onion powder, cumin, chili powder, paprika, oregano, black pepper, and just a touch of cayenne for that perfect kick. Now here's where the magic happens. Sprinkle in that flour and add your waiter. Keep stirring until all that liquid gets absorbed into the meat. This is what gives our beef that perfect, slightly thick texture that'll stick to our chips later. Let's switch gears and start our amazing nacho sauce. Melt that butter in a separate saucepan, then whisk in your flour and spices. This is basically making a raux, but don't worry, it's way easier than it sounds. Here comes the smooth and creamy part. Slowly pour in that evaporated milk and regular milk while whisking constantly. Keep going until everything's silky smooth, with no lumps in sight. Trust me, your arm might get a little tired, but it's totally worth it. Now for the good stuff. Add in that shredded cheddar cheese. Keep stirring until it's completely melted, and you've got this gorgeous, velvety sauce. If it seems a bit thick, you can always add a splash more milk. Meanwhile, in another pan, let's get that sausage cooking. Break it up, just like we did with the beef, and cook it until it's nice and browned. The extra flavor this adds is absolutely incredible. Once your sausage is done, it's time to make it super creamy. Add in your cream cheese and Velveeta, stirring until everything's melted together into this amazing rich mixture. Your kitchen's starting to smell amazing right about now. Let's make this dip even more incredible by stirring in that sour cream and Rotel tomatoes. Don't drain the tomatoes, that juice adds so much flavor. Keep stirring until everything's well combined and looking absolutely mouth-watering. Time to bring it all together. Get your oven preheated to 350 do for F, and grab your favorite baking dish. Start layering those tortilla chips, then pour over your sauces and that seasoned beef. Make sure every chip gets some love. Pop that dish in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. You'll know it's ready when everything's hot and bubbly, and that cheese is melted to perfection. I love watching it through the oven door. It's like eatable art. Last but definitely not least, this is where you get to make these nachos your own. Add whatever toppings make your heart happy, extra jalapeños, fresh tomatoes, green onions. Maybe some cilantro. There's no wrong way to top these beauties. It's time to enjoy. Subscribe to catch more delicious recipes.